Hi guys, my name's Andrew Miller. Hope you're having a fantastic day. So I've been shooting NASP now for 7 years. I won 3D individually in 7th grade and in 9th grade. My first national appearance in high school, I shot a 289. Today we're going to be going over how I did all that. Throughout this video, remember to remain relaxed, keep it simple, and keep it consistent. Now we're going to start with pre-draw. The first part of pre-draw is your stance. So let's start with our feet. So every tournament I've ever been to, every range, there's always a line, a piece of tape, something on the ground to mark where the distances are. What I like to do is I like to straddle this line. And then I make sure my feet are planted. You don't want to be on the tips of your toes or the backs of your feet. You just want to be nice and planted. Then you want to get your ankles nice and sturdy and set. You want to get your knees over your ankles. You want to get your hips over your knees. You want to get your shoulders over your hips. What this does is it creates a nice, straight, stable line so you're not up here shaking around. All right, once you've got your stance, next you're gonna nock your arrow. So what you're gonna wanna do is you'll take it out of your quiver. You're gonna point it straight towards the target. And what I like to do is you have this odd colored fletch, point it towards you. So once you get all this set, you'll go over the top of the bow, kind of rest right here, put it on the rest, slide it towards the target, and when you nock it, you'll hear a nice, good click. All right, once you get your arrow nocked, let's move on to how you grip your bow. So you just want to keep a nice relaxed grip. You don't want to be up here deft gripping it because you see what happened. The arrow comes off the rest for one, and for two, it causes a lot of shaking. And you just want to make sure everything's nice lined up with your shoulder. You don't want to be having a lot of bend in your elbow. You just want it nice, relaxed, and consistent and simple. So once you get your bow hand set, let's get our draw hand set. So it's very simple. You just get your fingers. You have this thing called archer's row. It's these 3 lines right here. And when you bend your fingers a little bit, they all line up. You just want to put them dead center of the string, right up against the nock. And that'll line up everything. Just remember, while drawing and everything else, to keep even pressure throughout them. The final step of pre-draw is actually called pre-draw. All you're doing with pre-draw is you're just picking up your bow like you're about to draw and figuring out where you're aiming, like this. All right, now we're actually gonna get into drawing the bow. The biggest thing you wanna remember is don't go willy-nilly with it. You just wanna draw basically straight back. I know some people that have a little bit more harder time with poundage, so they kinda have a little bit more up or a little bit more down, which is fine. As long as you ain't like sky drawing or doing all this unnecessary movement. That's the biggest thing is remember to keep it relaxed, keep it simple, and keep it consistent. After you draw the bow, you have to anchor, and it varies for each person. The biggest thing you want to remember to be consistent. Some people like taking their middle finger and anchoring right at the corner of their mouth or their string to the nose. As long as you do it the same each and every single time, it'll work just fine. So after you anchor, you're gonna start aiming, and it's gonna take some practice to getting used to of where you're going to aim. Just remember, wherever you look, the arrow is going to go. All right, the next step is to release the arrow. The biggest thing you want to remember is to be clean and have everything go at one time. The biggest thing to remember is let go, like this. Once you release the arrow, you're releasing tension. That's what happens when you release a bow. And your hand's gonna come back if you're relaxed. It might be a little bit, it might be a lot of it. It just depends from person to person and how you shoot your bow. So another part of follow through is what happens with your bow. If you're relaxed, it's gonna move a little bit. But if you deft grip it, it's gonna affect the flight of your arrow because you're gonna turn it a little bit. So you just want to remain nice and relaxed. So after everything else is moved, your lower body should not move at all. Like from here down, nothing's moving. Everything's staying the same. And after you shoot, Don't turn to your buddy behind you or your parents that are behind you. Just stay nice, relaxed, and focused. Keep your eye on the target after you do your shot, and you'll immediately reach back down and grab your next arrow and restart the entire process all over again till you're done shooting that round, and then you go score and have a good day. So this is what it's gonna look like basically in motion. You make sure your stance is good, then you knock your arrow, then you get your bow hand set, then you get your draw hand set, then you pre-draw, draw, anchor, aim, release, follow through, and start all over again. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope this helps you out a lot this NASP season. I hope to see you out on the tournaments. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Go check me out on Instagram at Andrew Miller Outdoors, and I'll see you all in the next one. I started sweating and now my back's itchy. After yeah, totally. I'll probably forget that from now and then. So after you release your bow, after you release the after you release the arrow.
This by now. All right, I'm a professional.
Something better to do.
No.
Got a hot date I don't know about.
No.
Yeah, I kind of figured you didn't have a hot.
Good.
All right. Once you release the arrow, you're gonna have. I was right. I was. What? So another. All right. Hi guys, my name's Andrew Miller. Hope you're having a fantastic.
Yeah, we're not doing that again, but okay.
I can't, dude. I just can't, like, it isn't, like, I don't have an on-off switch. I just gotta just... Man.